How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to yet another weekly warehouse update. We got some exciting restocks. Walk with me down the aisle and stop right here because we're gonna look at the Buzz. First off, we've got all kinds of buzzes in stock. Buzz SS, Buzz OS, TI buzzes. We got some fly dye buzzes in stock. But I think what just came back in stock is the Big Z. Here it is, Big Z buzzes back in stock. And a fun fact for you, if you head over to our site and you're checking out the Buzz, we actually just launched our new product description and we're testing it. So right now it's only on a few products. The Buzz is one of them. So the idea behind it is basically if you just want to go to the site, you just want to buy the Buzz, you don't really care about a bunch of other hoopla on there, then it doesn't really provide that much information. But if you want to learn more about how it flies for us, why we like the Buzz, why would you throw a Buzz? Or if you're like, you know, I really like the flight of the Buzz, I don't like the feel of the Buzz, there's also similar discs. Those are all under different sections in the description. You just click it and expand it, and you can see all kinds of stuff. So let us know what you think of that feature, but it's available on the Buzz, and we got a bunch of Buzzes back in stock. As we make our way down the aisle a little bit more, we shouldn't have to go far to find, those are Ledgestone, to find the Zombie back in stock. Very, very fun, longer version of the Buzz, essentially. 6'4", -1'1". Very underrated disc. It's back in Z plastic, which is sick. This one's actually, we're gonna take this one off the site. Look how off center that is. So that's a fun misprint, but these Z Zombies, very, very underrated. It's that weird slot where if you're more comfortable with the hand feel of a fairway driver, but you want the flight of a mid, or if you're comfortable with the hand feel of a mid and you want the flight of the fairway driver, this kind of fits both because it's deep like a mid would be. It almost feels like a mid, but it's got that sharp edge like a fairway driver. So it's really comfortable to a wide variety of people, and it just goes dead straight. You can have it hold whatever angle you put it on. For longer throwers, it'll definitely be a hyzer flip and turn guy. Very, very fun disc here. And while we're down here, we can also check out the Sting, which is like the flippier baby brother to the Zombie. It's actually 1 speed faster, coming in at 7 speed, but feels pretty similar. It's gonna give you great hyzer flipped turn lines. This is actually, Robbie C absolutely loves the Sting. And so if you wanna check out the Sting and see what all the hoopla and hype's about, you can check that out. And as we look back over here and we go through the alphabet and find where W would be, which is after T, U, V, W, right in front of my face. Good job, Hunter. Z Wasp. If you love the Buzz, you wish it was more overstable, this is basically exactly what that is. It's just an overstable Buzz with a bead, so it'll hold that stability for a lot longer. You can really hit this thing hard. It's gonna have a consistent finish, really, really comfortable hand feel. If you're a Rock 3 thrower and you like the Discraft plastic more than Innova's Champion plastic, this is the disc you've been looking for. So the Wasp, another one that's pretty underrated. Not a lot of people throw it, and for no real reason. I think it's just because the Buzz exists. People forget that the Wasp does. And you know what? The Wasp is an apt name because it's kind of like a Buzz with a little more sting to it. I feel like that would be a good way to describe a Wasp, because a Buzz is just a normal honeybee, apparently, in my mind. But that's the Discraft restock. Lots of other fun discs on the site too from Discraft, but those are the specific ones that we haven't had in a little bit that we just got in.
Over here at the drop shelf, got some really exciting Trilogy today, some brand new stuff, brand new. First off, we've got the Prince. This is a Matteo signature disc. It's got a signature on there, 503. So an overstable distance driver. First impressions, this is the first time I've picked one up. Feels awesome in the hand. I'd be curious to know how different this is to the Adder. I think the Adder is a 12 speed, so it might just be a little bit faster version of that, but it definitely feels like a great high speed overstable mold. And I think Westside molds are really underrated because I think out of the Trilogy molds, they have some of the best ones and people overlook them, but they have really fun names, a cool like medieval design theme, and these have the nice first run stamp on there. So yeah, make sure to check out the Prince. We only have a few of them, but I mean, this feels awesome in the hand. This feels like it's gonna be a great overstable distance driver. And then kind of on the very opposite end of things, we've got a new plastic line from Latitude 64. I'm really excited about this, especially because I have young children. And that is Zero Gravity, okay? This is a baseline plastic, and it is the lightest plastic blend I have ever seen. This one here is 123 grams. This one is let's see here. Let's see if I can get there in Boston. This is 125, so it looks like they're in the 120s. I mean, it feels like nothing, but what this is going to be great for is brand new players. But I think when you get this light with a disc, this is kind of specifically going to be targeted at people with very low arm speeds, especially, in my opinion, younger kids. I think this is going to be perfect for them. I have a toddler who's just learning how to throw a disc, and this would go much further than them trying to pick up something that weighs, 170 grams or even 150 grams, 120. But even if you are an older player and you just have a lower arm speed, maybe you're up there in age and you're looking to get things to fly further, this is a great option now. It's lighter than anything we've ever really seen from a major manufacturer on a consistent basis. And I think this is super cool, very inclusive to people looking for that extra lightweight. And yeah, you'll be able to throw this much further. We have Explorers, just to show you the different molds. The Saint, so a couple of fairways. And we have the Fuse, that's gonna be an awesome option, an understable mid. This one weighing in at a astounding 128. And then we also have a putter here, the Pure. I think this is such an awesome line. The Zero Gravity from Latitude 64. If you have people that are either brand new, really low arm speed that are trying to get into disc golf, great option, but especially if you know some young kids, probably in like that 10 and under range, especially where they're just kind of learning to get their arm up to speed, this is an awesome way to introduce them to disc golf because it's gonna be easier for them to get them to go far, and throwing far is exciting. So check out all this new stuff from Trilogy. Really, really pumped about it.
All right, we're over in the Discmania section now, and first thing I want to highlight is a putter, the Link. The Link is a putter. I think we have it in a few different plastics. Of course, I grabbed the two hard EXO at the same time, but these are actually bottom stamped with the Gannon Burr 2024 Waco Championship one. I think these are probably just stock ones. They don't have the bottom stamp, so you can pick and choose what type of Link you want there. But really, really comfortable hand feel, beaded putter. These are great if you're a spin putter. They're great for all types of putters, but spin putters are gonna absolutely love these things. You put them on a line, they're just going to glide straight at the basket and attack the chains. Really, really comfortable hand feel, and just really, this is what Gannon Burr putts with. You've seen what happens when he gets hot. Obviously, just the putter alone isn't going to change your game, but the putters are really, in my opinion, a lot of them just handle certain types of putts well, and the Link is one that handles a spin putt very, very well. It's comparable to the Judge from Dynamic Disc, and this hard EXO plastic is just a nice stiff plastic with a really good amount of grip on it. It's always been one of my favorite feeling plastics when it comes to a putter on the market. And I would probably, I'm a PA3 guy if I were allowed to choose my own putter instead of the Banger GT that y'all chose for me. But if I was just having a season where I'm just having fun trying a bunch of putters, this has always been one of the ones at the top of my list. I just haven't been able to try it because I keep getting locked into different types of putter bets. But the Link's definitely one that has always piqued my interest, and I've always wanted to try it, especially now that I'm a spin putter. I think spin putt hunt plus the Link could be dangerous. Another disc that I really need to mess with some more is the MD1 5600. I remember this thing being absolutely dead straight the time I threw. We actually still have some with the Eagle hot stamp on it. Funny enough, obviously he's not with Discmania anymore. But this disc, when I tried it, was basically like where my MD3 is now, but just starting out. So if you watch me throw my MD3 and you want a disc that flies like that, don't get the MD3, get the MD1, because the MD3 has been in my bag for, I think, years at this point. And this MD1 will start like that. So you throw it flat, if you're throwing it hard enough, you should get a little turn out of it. You throw it on some hyzer, it should pop up for you. If you're a newer player, you're not throwing that hard, then this disc should be pretty dead straight with a little finish for you. Very, very comfortable hand feel. I really like the new Discmania C line that they've been putting out ever since they started manufacturing their own discs. And yeah, the MD1, very, very underrated mold. And last but certainly not least, I can't tell you about this disc enough. We have it in a bunch of different options and plastic here. The C line, really just, I think these are all technically some type of C line, FD. This disc, if you haven't fallen in love with a straight fairway yet, a straight 7-speed yet, this is the one to try. This disc revolutionized a lot of players' games. I was one of them, and now this slot can't leave my bag. Right now it's filled by the Passion, but it all started with the FD back in the day for me, and these new FDs are incredible. Incredible. So the C line itself, these are kind of, should go in levels of stability. I think the purple C line is going to be one of the flippier C lines. So this, you should be able to hit it hard and have it pop up if you're throwing like 400 some feet. If you're throwing less than that, it should be throw it flat, it go dead straight, have a little fade. These metal ones are really, really cool in the sun. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in here, but they're like color shifty. And these are the dark mall, M-A-L-L, like a little mall cop, very fun. These fly pretty comparable to the Sea Line. They're not like crazy overstable. Really, really fun. You can get them to hold whatever angle you want. Awesome, awesome disc. And then another Waco champion Gannon Burke commemorative disc, which is the Glow FD. These are definitely gonna be a little bit more overstable, so if you're looking for an FD that you can really lean into flat, this is probably gonna be your best option. Just super great disc. I cannot recommend the FD enough, especially if you're throwing your distance drivers 350 plus, you're gonna benefit having an FD in the bag.
All right, over here at the Clash discs shelf, just wanna give a quick overview of the Clash we got in stock right now, because we got some decent molds, but they're getting lower, so I want to give you the heads up. If you're into Clash, before we have to wait for the restock, get your hands on it now. So let me just show you a few of my favorite Clash molds that we still have in stock right now. The peppermint, okay? And here, I'll mention the mint as well, I love. This is one of the greatest 1-2 punches for approach discs in the game, I think. You have the mint, which is slightly straighter. They're both shaped very similar, like your typical overstable approach disc. I think they feel really comfortable in the hand. Your mint, slightly straighter. You're gonna throw it hard and flat and it'll go pretty straight and then it'll fade at the end, nice and reliable. And then you have the peppermint, fun little twist because the pepper is actually one of their more overstable discs. You add the peppermint in there, and this is the more overstable version of this disc. This one will start biting left right out of the hand. You can flex it more. So I think it's really cool that instead of having to beat one disc in, they have a really cool 1-2 punch in the peppermint and the mint, and we have both of those in stock right now. They also have mints in their baseline plastic and even their soft plastic, which is an awesome option as well. Some other molds we have right now, we have the candy in stock. This is my putter for the year 2024. Almost halfway through the year, I've loved putting with the candy so far. It's extremely comfortable in the hand. It glides a ton, much more than it should for me putting it. And it also, yeah, it goes really straight. And I will say, after using it for most of the year so far, or the whole year so far, through April into May, I've been using the Hardy plastic one, and I've only been using one putter the entire year, and this plastic has held up a ton. It hasn't got super beat in, and you guys know I miss putts all over the place. So I'm hitting stuff all the time, and it still flies like exactly the same. It feels great in the hand still.
All right, if you look over to my right, your left, there's a lot of pretty discs over here, and I'm not going to let people see too much about it, Side Guy. But I was trying to think, these are all of our subscription box discs, right? And I was trying to think, how do I kind of give you a little hint as to what this month's box is without fully letting you know? And so I prepared some dad jokes to just kind of let you know, because I can't force you to buy this box. But if I had some type of Jedi mind trick I could use on you, I might let you know you might like this one, or tell you this is the box you're looking for. Thank you, audience. Yeah, you should understand what I'm getting at here. I think if you got those hints, you're gonna like this box. If you didn't get those hints, you're probably still gonna like this box, but you might be a little more confused. But that's why we have the subscription box card. It'll explain everything. You'll like it. Not a ton of these. These are going pretty fast because it's 2 custom stamp discs, a very semi-new release, and I think this swag item is the first we've ever attempted a swag item like this. I'm super excited about it. So you're gonna wanna check out this month's subscription box. If you aren't aware of what our subscription box is, basically each and every month you get 3 premium discs plus a swag item shipped to your door. Most months there's at least 1 custom stamp disc. Like I said, this month there's 2, and it's for $45. $45 gets you 3 premium discs plus a swag item each and every month. People who have been subscribed to this thing for a long time absolutely love it. And what I always try to emphasize is, because people hear subscription box, they hear mystery box, and they think, blech, that's a way that foundations dump in their old inventory on us. No. We literally order discs just for this box. Like, we aren't going over into our inventory and be like, oh, it looks like we have a bunch of PA4s, we're just gonna throw that in a subscription box. We are reaching out to companies, working with them directly on the theme for this month's box, for the next month's box. We're like 3 months boxes ahead, already placing orders, and ordering this specifically to curate these boxes for you according to the theme. So this isn't you're just getting our junk off the shelf. We're hand selecting these items and these discs just for you, which I think is awesome and I think is well worth more than $45. But if you don't believe me, sign up for a few months and see for yourself. You can find over all this information and more at foundationdisc.com.
Going to do a quick little reminder here that we have this awesome text deals list right now. We've been doing this for a little bit. You can sign up in the link in the description. And let me just give you a little hint at what you may have missed, okay? Recently, we just ran these exclusive Dark Horse Buzz and Dark Horse Mini combos, okay? This is an awesome text deal, exclusive to the text deal. The only other way you could get it is if you're local to us and you popped in our store. But this combo in particular is exclusive to our text deal, and it's never going to hit the site normally. So that's the kind of thing that if you didn't sign up, unfortunately you missed that one, but we're doing things like that every single week. We're always having new and exciting deals sent right to your phone. You can get them right there and then, and they're only for text deal members. So if you haven't signed up, make sure to click the link in the description, sign up for that list. You don't have to buy anything. It's not a subscription, but you get the option each and every time that pops up to take advantage of one of these cool deals. So if you're like, man, I wish I would have had one of these Dark Horse Buzzes, that's the kind of deals we have popping up over there. Last thing I want to remind you of is all the new apparel we have on the site, okay? We've got podcast shirts, really awesome podcast shirts like Grip Locked. Maybe not as awesome podcast shirts like Tour Life. No, it is a really cool shirt. Only reason I don't wear one is because, you know, the rivalry. And then we also have our windbreaker right now, our awesome embroidered windbreaker here, the quarter zip, very, very fun. And then we have Bogey Bros, and these are all coming in different colors. You can see two of the Bogey Bros shirts right here. But yeah, whole bunch of new apparel. These are Comfort Colors t-shirts, very high quality stuff. Make sure to check out all the apparel on our site. It's getting to summertime. Go pick up a hat. May have some new hats on the way. Wink, wink. Make sure to pick up a hat. Make sure to pick up some shirts for the summertime. Hit the disc golf course. Represent the Foundation brand. We always appreciate. Love seeing people wearing the merch. And yeah, we've got some really cool stuff on the site right now. That's going to do it for this week's Weekly Warehouse Preview. We will see you again next Friday.